Community property. It is how assets are distributed in California. Mickey's like, you get a divorce. Okay, so, when you get married, it's like yours, mine, and ours. Yeah, California take that real serious. What was yours prior to the marriage is called separate property. And it remains your separate property. Everything after the date of marriage becomes labeled as community property. Okay? So what does that mean? Let's talk real numbers and dates, okay? Sam and Britney got married on June 2022, correct? So prior to June, Britney got a book deal in February, $15 million. Wow. When they pay her, presumably, if it goes through, do Sam and Britney split the money? No, not for that one. That's all Britney's money. The contract was created before the marriage, and therefore, it is separate property. Anything you get before you're married, that's yours. Now, what came after the wedding? Well, that song. I don't actually like it. I don't know why people liked it so much. Hold Me Closer, I thought it was shitty. Honestly, I agreed with her first caption, which I think was actually her, where she was like, oh, I'm glad to be the fucking backup vocals to Elton John. And I thought, bitchy. And I thought, I fucking love it. I'm like, Britney, I love it. Because she did sound like fucking backup singer. Like, Jesus, what the fuck? What's the point of having her on there? At least the Dua Lipa one. Like, I can fucking hear Dua Lipa. Anyways, I bring that up because that came out in August. Why is that important? Well, Sam gets half the royalties because it's community property. Now, they also bought a house. Like, I think a week after the wedding. Technically, they used their community property to buy the house. But what community property was that? Technically, that was all Britney's money. Britney bought a $10 million house. Right? Let's add the $10 million so we just remember. $10 million, right? Technically, it's Britney's money. Where they sold the house at a loss recently, right? Yeah, they sold the house. But if they were to divorce, hypothetically, Sam would still get half of all the royalties from the date of marriage until the date of separation. That's the day they declare their divorce, if they were. He would get all the royalties from that song. Okay? That makes sense, right? Yeah. And then the sale, well, is community property. So they would split it. So they sold it for like $8 million, right? They sold it for $8 million. They sold it for $8 million. So they both get $4 million and $4 million. Would you look at that? Sam, if you were to leave this marriage, already leaves a little richer than he came. Now he has unidentified number of royalties. Let's just say it's $1 million. And the proceeds from the house that they bought while they were married. Because that's a profit. Even though it's a loss, they did make money of something that they bought while they were married. Just a little bit interesting. I mean, I would probably do crime a little bit better. I'm just saying, I would just pay maybe $100 more to get the body double with the right tattoos. But that's just me. I'm not even that anal of a person. I would do a better fucking job. Sam reminds me of like the villains in Scooby-Doo. You know what I'm talking about? They're always like, and I would have gone away from it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog. And it's like, no, motherfucker, those kids are fucking stoners. You're so bad at what you do that a bunch of fucking stoner kids figured this out and their dog is stoned. That fucking dog figured it out. That bitch over there, her glasses aren't even on. She just keeps dropping them going, jinkies. And don't get me started on the blonde boy and the girl. They just come at the end and take credit. They're like, well, gang, we did it again. And Shaggy, I don't think we could kill you, but I don't think he should be alive.